Breaking news. The Nigeria Janjaweed military in Disarray, as US purchased bomb thrown to the Biafra Liberation Army, has refused to detonate. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 13th of December 2024, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Janjaweed military of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, in total disarray, as the bomb they purchased from the United States of America that they have thrown to the Biafra Defense Forces this very morning has refused to detonate. I have a video for you, and I want you to pay very good attention as you watch this very video, and after that, we will analyze it properly, because so many things are going on as I'm speaking to you right now. So my fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to watch this very video, but don't go nowhere, because we still have more in the kitchen.
Mpamoisa. Oya gazie mpalekwa no ihe nka ha ji bịa today, ihe nka ha gbara. Brother Adamen ni wine kwa hawa. Tata 13 December being Friday. Nyana nke ha gbara ya Adamen ni Chineke mama kwa haba. So ya wadi ya ha ji bịa ka ada gbu anyị. Number start. Ma bi egbe were na ha fele na mebi egbe na kwa egbu anyị na nke a ga-egbu anyị. Ama na ihe ọbụla bụ ihe zọkpụ. Na mụ ala Biafra na ihe. Ewe vi out. So ya wadi ya tata ihe nke ha gbara n'ọtụtụ.
Did you hear him? I want you to understand what is going on here in Biafra land between the BDF and the Zoo Janjaweed. They came this morning with their fighter jets, throwing bombs anywhere. They have already bombarded some houses belonging to innocent citizens in Biafra territory. And the Zoo media is not showing you these things, but we are here to tell our stories. Maybe during my live presentation this evening, I will try to show you those videos. Now, as the Biafra Defense Forces started engaging them this morning, I'm telling you what is going on this morning, not what happened yesterday. Today, 13th December 2024, as the Biafra Defense Forces began to engage the terrorists, they started throwing bombs from their Tucano fighter jet. Now, this particular one that was purchased from the United States of America was thrown directly to where the BDF personnel were. Now, do you know what happened? Before these bombs was thrown directly to where the BDF personnel were this morning, engaging the terrorists, they have already thrown these same kind of bombs to other parts in the area, and they all detonated. No life was lost. There was no casualty. All of them detonated. But this particular one that was targeted at the BDF personnel, where they were engaging the terrorists that came with their Super Tucano fighter jets, this very one you see right now on your screen refused to detonate. While others detonated, others that fell far away from where our gallant men were, they all detonated. But this particular one that fell direct to where our men, of which if this one detonated, by now you might be having more than 30 casualties from the Biafra Defense Forces. But God forbid, the gods of our land, the gods of our ancestors are fighting this very battle for us. That's why God says that I will fight for you and you will have your peace. Go and read it. It is in the Bible. This particular one refused to detonate. Did you hear what the person said? Let me play it. Let me release the audio so that you can hear what he said, and then I will interpret it for those of you who do not understand the Igbo.
maọbụ igwe were ọnọdụ ha felu na mebi egbe nakweghị egbu anyị na nke a ga-egbu anyị.
Did you hear him? He said God has taken charge. That they thought that since ordinary bullets could not, buy them, the terrorists felt that if ordinary bullet could not buy the BDF, the Biafra Defense Forces or Biafra Liberation Army, then this particular bomb that they purchased from America will buy them. You understand? That is what the personnel said. They were busy throwing this bomb from their Super Tucano jet. Other ones thrown far away from where our men are were all detonated. Apart from this one that was targeted direct to the place, to the spot where our men were engaging the terrorists, of course, with our anti-aircraft and anti-fighter jet machine. This particular one fell down there, boom, and nothing happened. My people, this is a testimony. I want every genuine Biafran to know that when you see people misbehaving on social media, when you see people talking nonsense on the social media, I want you to understand that God is fighting our battle spiritually while we are defending our land physically. I want you to know that irrespective of what the enemies can do, no matter the propaganda, no matter the battle, no matter the media war, I want you to know that God in his infinity mercy is with us. I want you to know that Biafra we are talking about is God's project. Therefore, no matter how they rise, no matter how they fly, no matter how they rise in their numbers, I want you to understand that they will always fall in their numbers. They will always fall in their numbers. Because if I never be more, or if I never be more, I want you to know that no matter how they rise, no matter how they fly, they will always fall in their numbers. It doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter what they say, they will always fall in their numbers. Because of what? If I never be more, my brothers and sisters, can you imagine? Can you imagine that the Zoo terrorist Janjaweed army throw this very bomb to our men on ground this very morning and they refused to detonate? How do you explain that? How can you explain this? They are all in disarray. They are confused. By now, if this bomb had detonated, by now, all the Zoo media will be carrying it. They will be celebrating everywhere. Channels television. You see that idiot called Sheung. By now, he will be running his mouth on TV. You see the other fool, the Afonse and the Afonja called Deji. By now, he will be running his mouth on TVC. You see Punch newspaper. You see Vanguard. Hey, Zoo army neutralize dozens of this. It could have been the headline by now. But shame on them. Shame on them. They have all failed. They are in panic mode. As I'm talking to you right now, they're everywhere. In fact, they are surprised because they know very well that they actually got the target. They know that they got the target. But they cannot explain how comes that they failed after getting their target. After getting their target, yet they failed. They cannot explain it. That is the reason why, as I'm speaking to you right now, everywhere is quiet. And as a matter of fact, the consequences of what they have done today is that many of them were sent to judgment. Those of them who came by foot and they are, of course, with their tanks, many of them were sent to judgment, because I have another video to show you now, and I want you to pay attention to this. First of all, I want you to see how they came in their numbers. Previously, this is how they came in their numbers. I want you to see this. Previously, a day and some hours before of course, the first video that I just showed you. I want you to see this, and then I will show you another video. This is how they came with their tanks. If you follow the mouse, you see right here. Here, exactly, they have about 3 tanks here, stationed here. Then look at here, this is another tank. And they lined up in our land. This is the military, armored military personnel carrier. Now them be this. This is how they came. In a residential area where there is no single personnel of the Biafra Liberation Army, they came here to terrorize innocent people. This is a church here. You can see this is a church, and this is a market square here. They came here to terrorize innocent people. My brothers and sisters, there is no any Biafra Liberation Army around here, or even the camp. They came here to terrorize our people. Now, I'm going to show you another video, how they were neutralized, and then they went to reinforce, came back with military fighter jets, which is the first video that I showed you. I want you to pay attention and see what is going on and how our men on ground, the Biafra Liberation Army, are defending our land. Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe is in charge. You must understand that this very battle is a fight to finish, and there is no going back. Now let me show you the third video. This is exactly what I want to be hearing on regular basis. This is the only way to freedom. If you hear any other thing which is not what I'm showing you, then that means we or that person or that group of people are no longer fighting for freedom. And it must be authentic, not fake. It must be authentic, not fake. This is it. It is called the sound of freedom. When you are hearing it like that, then expect freedom. Thank you, my people. To salu numozia kona poto and make it go viral.